In the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
In the tunnel. In the tunnel.
You're
listening to In the Tunnel. In the Tunnel. You're listening to In the Tunnel.
Hello and welcome to In the Tunnel, episode number 33. Let's, do you want to just jump straight into it, or any...
Yeah, we've had some technical difficulties over the past 2 days, so this whole transition material thing, I'm really past it. Let's just get straight into it.
Alright, so
transition materials for comedians.
Let's just, I guess we'll go to this screen and let's look at the, bracket that we finished.
Yeah, so do we want to just do like a quick overview first and then move into it, or?
I figure let's just move into it, right? So,
alright.
I mean, on the screen you can see the play-in rounds that are things selected, and then, I don't know, what do you think? Pretty out there, huh?
It is almost like I can't even see it yet. I'm on a little bit of a tape delay.
Oh, you shouldn't be on that much of a tape delay.
I'll let you know when I get the stream up, Sean. There we go. Oh, woo! All right. That was wild.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, it's a pretty weird draw, if I do say so myself. Our wheels kind of did us in there.
It did. And also, I needed to convert these to JPEGs, and I did not do that.
Nah. That's okay.
Better strokes for better folks, I guess, whatever the saying is. I'm not here to create, I just podcast. You get it, because that's not true.
Anyway,
all right.
Anything to say about these, or do you just want to go to where they slot in?
Well, let's see. I mean, what else is there to say? There's only one game of actual big name importance, Oregon versus Kentucky.
Yeah, but that's not even supposed to happen in this round.
Oh, but it's going to.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's move into it. Show me the wheel.
No wheel. We're just... So, we're going to... Hold on. No wheel for these yet. Because...
Oh, dear God, Sean.
We want to do... I want to do the wheels with the rounds. So...
Yeah, well, we gotta get to the round first.
Yeah, so...
Well, we have to get that field set, so we need the wheels for this, too.
We'll do the wheel when we do the actual region.
Oh, okay. You're planning something here.
Oh my God, is it that hard?
Yes. Could we sound more like a Jewish family fighting right now?
Probably.
I feel very at home. That's probably an insult to my family. Oh, God. Sleep is overrated. All right.
So
why don't you take the reins here then, if you have such a great game plan?
I mean, let's just go to it, I guess. We'll flip. I'll get the wheel up and we'll just start.
Sure. We going into region 1 first?
Yeah.
Next time we have to name the regions, by the way.
I mean, isn't it normal, like, Midwest, Northeast? I don't
Yes,
even...
but we just have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the thing is we're gonna have to change that real quick.
Good enough.
I think that's the wrong wheel, Sean.
Did you wait for it? I did switch.
My apologies.
Are we just gonna wait until you catch up?
Well, we have a comment on the Twitch stream that was new. Someone says that my fro's looking good. Oh man, this is wild.
Oh boy.
Anyone know of Johnny Boatman's? All right, moving on.
All right, yeah. Wild. So to the first thing that the wheels originally picked. So we will do the Louisville and Florida game right now. So Louisville, which one do you want Louisville to have? Because they're the top. You get to choose heads or tails.
All right. I'll be team heads.
So Louisville gets heads?
Yeah. I'll associate with the top of all teams that we do the wheel for. So I'll just flip for heads, or like I'll represent heads, you represent tails. Although we really don't need to do that, I guess.
Not really, but all right.
Just
do
it like this: top team in the bracket is always heads, or higher seed is always heads, but or lower seed is always tails. And in this case, it's top seed is heads, or yeah, and lower team is tails.
So Louisville won that one.
All right, Louisville. Let's see. Hard to believe, I guess, but they beat the mid-major.
All right.
Whoever would have thought it would happen sees the day they did. All right.
So now that we actually have the thing, you want to do let's do 4 versus 13 first.
All right. And yeah.
So 4's heads and 13's tail.
Yeah, and by the way, Louisville is 18-10 on the year.
Hey,
keep that in mind. A little stat check, if you will.
So, according to the wheel of heads and tails, 13 win.
All right, we have an upset. And let's see, who's the number 13 seed again?
St. Joseph's.
St. Joseph's.
I mean, was this really an upset? Because I don't think Omaha's a number 4 seed anyway.
There's only one way to find out. If my numbers will comply with me, which right now they are not. It's really hard to be a numbers guy when the search feature doesn't let you use letters. God, what the heck is going on with this computer?
All right.
St. Joe's. Ta-da! Moving on.
Moving on. Do you want me to just go through them and pick up the winners and you can talk about the...
No, because I'm clearly living 10 minutes behind on this thing.
That's why I think I'll just go and you can talk about them as you get to it.
Oh, that's just no fun.
Anyway,
but sure, let's do it like that.
While you do that, I'm gonna do 5 versus 12, where 5 is heads and 12 is tails.
All right. I'm opening up a new document. This needs to be done quicker.
So, that one was not an upset. We have Fresno State beating Furman. I think that's expected.
What I need you to do from here on out is tell me the teams before you spin the wheel.
Well, I mean, can't you see?
Sean. Yes, but Sean, we're also an audio podcast too.
Right.
Give a little bit of a story for us, huh?
All right. I mean, yeah.
For us losers without internet.
I mean, close enough. Anyway, so yeah, Fresno State and Furman. According to Heads Tails, the Fresno State Bulldogs won that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna move on to our 8 and 9 matchup, which is Northwestern and Columbia.
All right. Northwestern, obviously the Ivy League school of the Big Ten. I mean, it is a school where a lot of smart people go, I feel like.
All right, and Northwestern pulls this one.
It's about time. It's where Julia Louis-Dreyfus's like son or something played.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. I have a Word document now. We're
Good.
cooking with
we're getting into technology.
We're cooking with gas here.
Getting into
The 12
technology, huh?
They are 12 and 15. They are the worst team in the Big Ten. Good enough to make the round of 32 though. Northwestern.
All right, so our 116 matchup was St. John's and Louisville.
All right.
So, ready for this one?
I wish.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, the 1 seed actually wins.
St. John's?
Yeah.
Good, because they're 20 and 8.
Okay.
They are the better team. They have the better record than Louisville. It's almost as if it's divine intervention.
Hey, there's only one upset in these 4.
So far.
So far, that's why I said.
8 and 9 doesn't really count as you should see the Twitch stream right now, dude.
Oh boy.
These comments. Oh man.
Alright.
I really hope this is my buddy Wellington.
Alright, anyway, moving on. We'll start from the top this time. So 6-11, Jacksonville and North Texas. 6 is Jacksonville, 11 is North Texas. Who win? Hey, it's tails, which means we got an upset.
All right, who?
North Texas Mean Green.
All right, the North Texas Mean Green. And that is, they're 20 and 8. Not bad.
Okay.
And they advance out of the Conference USA.
All right, so next matchup is 3 versus 14 for us, which is Dartmouth, another green, Dartmouth, big green, and Southeast Missouri State. Southeast Missouri State. So, let's see. And it looks like heads. So Dartmouth win.
Another one for those Ivy people, huh?
Yay! I mean, they were the 3 seed, so apparently they had to win.
Just solely based off of all their SAT scores, I'm sure.
Well,
right, Dartmouth is 11 and 15, so did they really win?
I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So the American Eagles, which are the 7 seed according to the wheels, and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
It looks like Coastal Carolina apparently.
All right. The Myrtle Beach people have spoken. They are 13 and 13. They are 7 and 7 in conference. And they are on to the round of 32.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know how, any of this is shaping up anymore. Went from being...
I gotta admit, I am wildly lost in distractions right now, but this is funny as hell.
I don't understand how this is working, but anyway.
I have no idea either, but it's working.
Anyway, so what's it?
Hey, Sean, let's build a bracket.
Using wheels.
Hey, that's how you travel. And
anyway, so NBA. Number 2 seed for our first region, according to the wheels, was it the? I can't even pronounce that. Go ahead and try.
Duquesne.
Duquesne, Dukes, and North Alabama is 15. So who wins out of there?
Duquesne.
It's Duquesne.
Yeah! Duquesne's staying alive. They are 18-9 out of the Athletic 10 conference, and they are the only Pittsburgh school in this tournament.
According to us, again.
Ride or die. Let's go.
All right. So anyway, moving on. Apparently Drexel was our number 1 seed in our second region, which we still have to name.
Makes sense.
And then Maryland Eastern apparently made it too. So let's see who wins out of them.
Do 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 do. Wheel spin. Do 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 do.
And it looks like Drexel wins.
All right, another 1 seed stays alive.
Hey, I mean, for being heads tails, this is. I feel like it's favoring heads a little bit.
I mean, I don't know how it could favor heads. It's pretty straightforward.
I know, but like. Anyway. Alright, so our 8-9 is the New Mexico Lobos and Nichols Colonel. Spinning. Oh, it looks like Nichols wins.
Alright. Man, this thing's not giving us any upset. I'm really disappointed.
I mean, with how the matchups are laid out, the 116, the one winning could be an upset.
If we don't have enough upsets by Region 3, we're going to start doing best 2 out of 3 spins.
Oh, God.
All right, so Nicholls State is 12-15 in the Southland Conference.
All right. So
a respectable 44% of their wins out of, their total games. I'm not thinking right now.
This is great. All right. Anyway, moving on.
It's really the best idea we and I have ever had.
All right.
Except for the Gonzaga ramp. But
Southeast Louisiana Lions and Hartford Hawks 5-12.
All right. I'm putting Hartford in my predictor of numbers here. Let's see if I'm right.
You are correct.
All right. Hartford is 15-13. Out of the America East Conference, and apparently they get their first neutral site win of the season.
Good for them. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Mazel tov.
DePaul and the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Illini.
Illini. All right, go with it. Hey, it looks like the Illini win.
All right, it's Illinois, our second team out of the Big Ten to make it to the second round.
All right, so hey, we got a play-in game.
Illinois is 10-17. A remarkable 37% of their games have resulted in wins.
All right, we got a play-in game to do. The Middle Tennessee and Northern Illinois. So let's see.
All right, I'm digging it.
Middle Tennessee's heads in this one. Northern Illinois' tails. It looks like Northern Illinois win.
Northern Illinois. We have a heavily Illinois-based representing it. I'm not even going to rephrase this. Illinois is represented twice so far in this slide.
Well,
let's just say what it is. Or in this bracket, whatever.
Yeah, this region.
Sean, let's not think about this. They're 12-15.
They totally deserve to be on our bracket, apparently.
Their second neutral site win of the season.
Good. All right.
And
so
it puts them in the bracket.
Do they make the round of 32? That is the question. Can they beat?
I would love to find out.
Can they beat North Kentucky at the number 6 seed?
Well, the only team that beats North Kentucky is Kentucky.
Apparently, you're correct because North Kentucky just won.
The only way to beat him is to join them. All right.
Continuing on. Number 3 seed in our Region 2 is Tennessee Tech. Number 14 is Bucknell. So,
by the way, Northern Kentucky is 21-8 on the year.
So, I mean, they at least won one game.
Yeah, 21 of them, in fact.
Well, I'm talking about they won their playing round game. That's about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
Right.
But you can choose to beg.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, number 3 is Tennessee Tech, and number 14, Bucknell. Heads tails. Let's go. All right, and it looks like Bucknell wins.
All right, I was not anticipating that.
Hey, you wanted the more upsets.
Yes, I did, but I typed in Tennessee. All right, so Bucknell is 18-10, 12-4 in conference, and they get their 3rd neutral site win of the season.
Okay, so moving on. So our number 7 seed is Chicago State, and number 10 is Tulane. So.
I'm thinking it's Tulane.
Nope, it's Chicago State.
Damn it, stupid tape delays.
Got a heads, so Chicago State won.
Chicago State, they are... Oh my god.
Are they the worst?
They are 3-25.
This is why...
They get their first neutral site win of the season.
This is why we...
It might as well be their only win of the season. 3-25.
This is why we let a literally randomness choose this bracket.
Oh, this is great.
Alright, so then our number 2 seed here was the Charleston Southern. And number 15 is UAB. So, who do you got on this one?
I'm thinking it's UAB.
Oh, you're correct.
First time.
Yeah. Alright, so with that, 2 regions are done. We'll go through a quick recap at the end, but it's pretty shuffled up by now.
If we're not crying by then.
Yeah. I mean, we were already crying with how this thing chose the seed. So,
yeah.
It's going to be pretty tough.
Last week was pretty fun.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Yeah, UAB is 17-11, not sure if I...
Yeah, so, I mean, we have 2 more, playing games to go, so we'll do the one for Region 3 right now, which is Oregon and Kentucky. Who do you got on this one?
You know, common knowledge says Kentucky, so I'm going to go with Oregon.
Alright, we'll see.
Completely out the window.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. But common sense doesn't mean anything anymore, Sean.
To you, apparently.
Prove me wrong.
Well, I mean, we are
right now you can't.
Right now, no common sense has gone into the decision of making any of this. So
exactly.
So yeah.
In fact, the lack of common sense is what gave birth to this kind of idea. So
yeah. All right. So we'll just move on because this is our number 1 seed in this bracket was Toledo, and number 16 now is Oregon. So let's see what happens. And guess what?
It's Toledo.
No, Oregon.
Damn it.
So we have a 116 upset. You know how probable those things are.
Yeah, it happened for the first time last year, and now we get our second in 2 years. The 15-12 Oregon Ducks.
All right, so now we have the 8 and 9 seeds, the Chattanooga Mocs, and the Memphis Tigers.
All right.
This one, I mean, it's not really an upset, even if it does happen. So.
Who cares?
It doesn't. So Chattanooga wins.
All right, the Mocs are. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that that's short for moccasins. I'm probably really wrong, but then again, there's like 4 teams in college basketball whose mascot is like a hat. So
yeah,
the 12 and 17 Chattanooga Mocs.
Yeah,
First
totally.
neutral site win.
Hey, not the worst team we have in this bracket.
Nope. I really hope that there's one that's worse.
Hey, I mean, we did pass by the 3-25 team.
True.
Anyway, so now to the number 5 and 12 seed for Region 3. Elon and High Point, 5 and 12 respectively.
Ooh, two North Carolina schools. You know
pretty
what that
surprising.
means.
Elon wins it.
All right, the Phoenix. All right, Elon. They are 9 and 20.
Yeah.
Solid. 31% of their games have resulted in wins, and they get their first neutral site win. A lot of our teams that have moved on to the round of 32 have gotten their first neutral site win of the season.
That's great.
This is crazy.
All right, so let's just move on. Mississippi Valley State and Mount St. Mary's.
Okay, the first one sounds like a community college.
Well, that one's the 4 seed. Mount St. Mary's the 13, so. Think we get an upset?
No. It's only right that we don't.
We don't.
Dude, if I pick my own bracket right now, and I mean like fan pick, not like pick like we did. All right, so they are 5 and 24, 0 and 20 on the road.
Hey, they're not on the road.
Right. But, first neutral site win of the year, but they have not lost any either.
Yeah. All right, so
it's
I mean,
a start fresh team if there ever was one.
That's the top. Let's go to the bottom of the Region 3. So, Niagara, Purple Eagles, and UCF. Any particulars?
I'm gonna go with UCF.
You would be correct.
Good thing I'm on a tape delay.
At least I know you're not.
I really am. Well, I mean, in terms of talking, I'm not, but in terms of talking, I'm on like a 3-second tape delay. In terms of watching, I'm on like a 15-second tape delay.
Right.
So all right, so UCF is 20 and 6.
All right.
And they get their 4th neutral site win of the year.
How many losses?
None. They're
site.
already in the Final Four. Yeah, they're none.
Oh, okay.
They were 3-0, now they're 4-0. Might as well already be in the Final Four.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So now our number 3 and 14 seed Stanford and Iowa.
Stanford or Stamford?
Stan.
Okay.
You want to guess?
Stanford's a school where really smart people go to, so I'm gonna go with Iowa.
You'd be correct.
You gotta love it.
I love that common sense you got there.
I'm like 3 for 3 on it, to be honest. 21 and 6 is Iowa. Brain? Not much. It's really just the monkey playing with like, just percussion instruments.
All right. So now, was it Kinesis?
Sure. The one that starts with a C-A-N.
Yeah. Canisius
or something?
Yeah, something like that. And right. New Mexico State.
All right. Well, it's already in the bag who's going to win this one. It's got to be the one that's hard to pronounce.
Oh, it was so close. But yes, it is the one that's hard to pronounce.
Yeah. I'm 4-0.
All right. You want to go 5-0? I'm not even going to click the thing. So Seton Hall or Air Force. Seton Hall is the number 2 seed, so they get heads.
Oh boy, see, common sense would say it's upset time, so I'm gonna go Seton Hall.
Okay. I don't know how that makes any sense.
No, the upset would be if it was Air Force.
But the upset is correct, it's Air Force.
God damn it. Don't put money on me.
I don't think any of us were.
Oh yeah, well I have an employer who says otherwise.
Oh boy. Alright, so last region to fill out. We start with our number 1 and 16, Northern Iowa and Northern Colorado.
Alright.
What do you got? What's your common sense saying here?
thinking that Iowa and Colorado are pretty close together on the map, to be honest with you.
But how does that help you pick a team?
We've got two teams that are claiming to be north in their respective states, so let's go with the most south team of them. I'm going to go with Northern. I guess it would be... Actually, they're adjacent to each other, aren't they?
You took too long.
Shoot. I'm going to go with Iowa.
You would be right.
Yeah!
Yeah, but you took too long. I already spun the thing.
I'm on a tape delay, remember? I don't know these things.
15 seconds. I was waiting for you.
Well, feel free to wait a little bit longer next time.
Oh,
They're
boy.
14 and 15. And they get their third neutral site win to put them at 3-3 on the year.
Hey, but according to this bracket, they're the number 1 seed, so they shouldn't lose.
Hey, numbers never lie.
Anyway, so now to the last 8-9 matchup, South Dakota State and Buffalo. What do you got here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 8 seed. I think it's
Unfortunately, it is the 9 seed this time.
Stupid.
All right.
So I stick with it. I'm what, 5-2 now?
Something like that, yeah.
Create my own numbers.
All right, so now our 5-12 here is Utah State and Notre Dame.
Okay, this one's easy.
What do you got?
I'm an anti Notre Dame guy.
Okay,
I gotta go with Utah State all day.
Hey, you're 6-2 now. We think.
Yeah.
We probably should be better at counting the more recent.
See, that's your problem, Sean. You're thinking. I'm 6-2. You think. I'm not thinking. I'm just 6-2. 22-6 is Utah State, though.
All right, so I mean they have a pretty good record.
3-1 in neutral games now.
Okay, so our 4-13 matchup.
5 seed,
so UC Irvine and Lafayette.
All right, the Anteaters or the Leopards?
Right. So you want to make a prediction before I spin?
I say it's. Let's go with the Leopards.
Okay. Well, let's see. That means he's wanting a tails. Oh, and you barely get it.
Yeah. All right, Lafayette. And 10-17. Their first and only neutral site game of the year ends in a W.
All right.
Mark it.
Well, they have another one.
Well, coming up, but
yeah. All right. So last play-in game for the last number 11 seed, Texas A&M, CC, and Maine. What do you got?
Well, Texas A&M CC is too much for me to want to type, so I'm gonna go with Maine.
Hey, you get your wish.
Yeah. All right. They are 5-23. 6-23 now, and they will be 1-0 in neutral site games.
Good.
All right.
All
this
right,
is
so
like
now,
our bottom 3 teams so far in terms of records have survived.
All right, so now Abilene Christian Wildcats and Maine for their round of 64 game. What do you got?
All right, that was a playing game. Oh, whew. I think Maine's hot. You got to give it to them.
All right. Oh, unfortunately.
Hey, never doubt a black bear.
Unfortunately, Abilene wins.
Oh, now I'm like 7-3.
Still pretty good for a freaking wheel deciding.
Yeah, if I was my own sports book, I'd be winning.
All right, so now UConn and Pennsylvania. UConn's the 3 seed, and Pennsylvania the 14.
UConn.
All right, let's see. No, it goes to the Pennsylvania Quakers.
Well, gee golly whiz.
All right, moving on. San Diego State or Creighton.
Our second Ivy League team to make the round of 32.
Yeah. Anyway, San
There's your
Diego
numbers
State
on that
or
one.
Creighton? San Diego State 7, Creighton's 10.
The tournament is timed for a school like Creighton that consists of only coaches, son type players. So I'm gonna go with Creighton.
Unfortunately, San Diego State wins to you. So
All right,
you're like 7-4 now, dude. You're losing it.
No, I'm 7-5 now.
7-5 now. You're really losing it.
Yeah, it's always worse than when you start.
All right, so last match.
Unless you start 0-1.
Last match is a 2 versus 15. UC Davis and Little Rock.
UC Davis and Little Rock. I think we got to go UC Davis.
All right, well, will it grace you? It's Little Rock.
What? It can't be Little Rock. But let's take a look at the reason why it is. Because they are 10-17 and they are now 1-0 in neutral site games.
All right, so you want to go through this quickly, or?
Yeah, I mean, I made it out with a winning record. That's all that.
7-6.
That's all that I and I guess the Lord above could have asked for. If I can give my cliche athlete answers, he was really looking out for me on this day, and this really all just means I just don't want to answer your question.
All right.
I
mean, so from the first region, we have the 1, 2, and 3 seeds making it.
Mm-hmm.
So the only ones upset were 4, 6, and 7, I guess. But those are 7.
Yeah, clearly
7,
the powerhouse
10 is not really
program survived.
Too much.
Not really.
Yeah. So I think that was the least upset round.
Right. The powerhouse program survived.
From Region 2, the 1 seed makes it, but the 2, 3, 4, 5 all miss. 6 and 7 make it, and then 9 beats 8.
A bracket region for the ages.
That's gonna be tough.
But did Region 4 top it? That's the question.
But we're gonna start at Region 3 first, where 1 misses, 2 misses, 3 also misses, but 4 and 5 make it. 6 loses,
Satyrs.
7 makes it, and 8 makes it. So do you want to see the last region? Let's see if they can top it.
Yeah. So well, nothing's beating round 2 or 3 anymore.
So anyway, in the last region, the top seed made it, so that kind of skews them. It's like the other 2 are a little worse. Aside from that, like 2, 3, 4 miss, 5 makes it though. 6 and 7 make it also, so they're kind of
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, first of all, to address our commenter in the chat room, DeVry is not in the tournament.
According to any of this.
Because this guy thinks that DeVry is going to win it all. Next year, it'll happen. We'll give them 2 seeds.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a lot of, it's March, except not really. So it's where the upsets happen.
All right. Anyway, so
I've always said that the best upsets in March happen in.
Right. Good. Anyway, so
someone quote me on that.
That's our college